Light and dark. Light defeats dark.
The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments. But whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen. According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Well, you don't have to join us.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour?
Oh, he knows that something's gonna happen to me. And I'm a fucking ticking time bomb, doesn't he?
Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Oh, really? I would have never guessed.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done. There is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
He probably was there.
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it.
Is that why he wanted to rejoin them?
And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity.
I'll be honest, that doesn't look like peace and prosperity. That looks like hell is going on there.
Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiac.
Do I know Zodiac?
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise.
Oh, he's the opposite of Hidden. Okay, so the white one is Hidden, like light and darkness. Okay, okay.
From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn. She who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check.
So it wasn't evil. They just feared him.
And so they
Or
fought,
them.
and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided.
Oh, so like when you rejoin all the planets, it's gonna form Zodiac again? Is that it? Is that the great plan?
That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But...
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
Are they both primals? Zodiac and Hydaelyn? I mean, like...
You've spun quite a tale.
Hi, heart of the party, welcome!
Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
They're Carjus. I mean, like, they were a warrior of darkness, but they defeated the darkness because the Ascians were like, hey, that thing there, it's bad. And that's why, like, the light flooded. Because, like, the darkness that they defeated in this world was the thing that kept the light at bay, I guess, I assume. Like, when the Ascians want the world to rejoin, it sounded like he wanted Zodiac back. But maybe I just misinterpreted it. Maybe I just understood that wrong. Maybe he just wants the world technically to join again. But why kill the darkness? Because it seemed like the darkness is the thing that got like... Do you need to kill the darkness so that it's like rejoining? Is that it? I'll be confused.
Finally, you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story.
Yeah, I assumed so much. It's like not a big revelation. I assumed that.
It was we who summoned Zodiac. We natives of that sundered paradise.
Yeah, and they want him back, apparently. And it only works like if the whole thing is rejoining. Look, I understood it!
Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world. For our people. For all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
No, it's fine, don't worry. Like, when everything is rejoining, all these people will, like, die. Will it bring back the other Ascians? Is that it? Huh. It was an enlightening experience, though, not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there is any truth in Emmett's claims? I'm pretty sure that was at least 90% true. I don't even think he like lied to us at all in that one. I think that was genuine. The recent events plainly warrant further discussion. I think it best that we wait until Alfino and the... Oh yeah, true, we forgot. True! Alfino is a thing! Alfino and Elisei. And the others are present. Amatsa concluded. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fano and make certain of the Ulmorians' withdrawal. After that Silderburn, the Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Okay, so the gist of the whole thing is that there was a calamity. They all prayed like they do for primals on the source. And that's how, like, those primal thingies are, like, getting birthed. And they birthed Zodiark from that, who may or may not have done things to the better. Like, there was a second fraction who was afraid of the darkness, which are the Ascians and Zodiark. And they birthed the primal Hydaelyn. Then Light and Dark fought against each other. And Hydaelyn, like, that was one planet. And Hydaelyn had, like, such a blow that Zodiac was, like, divided into 13 pieces. And these are, like, all the other planets around the source. And causing a calamity is rejoining those planets to the source. Obviously, that makes sense. But do you need to kill the part of Zodiac's darkness on each planet so that the calamity appears for the rejoining? And thus, like, putting Zodiac back together? Is that the gist of it? That they have to kill the darkness on each of these planets so that whatever is, like, binding him to that planet is, like, freed? Is that the idea behind it? Yeah, I know. Zodiac was the first, and Hydaelyn was the counterpart for Zodiac. Because, like, people were afraid of the darkness and the people of the Ascians, apparently. Okay. I do not think that Hydaelyn is good, per se. Like, we just learned that the light on this planet is everything but the good thing. It's like just killing everything. Though I don't think that neither of those things are neither good nor bad. They just, like, exist. I mean, they want their world back. I can understand to a certain amount what they want to do. The question is, like, is it worth it? Yes, true. Of course, it's always the question. But, like, I think it is worth it to them. Though I'm not sure if their end goal really is putting the world back together to get their old world back. That's the big question. Like, is that really their end goal? I can see how they, like, want the rejoining, but it may resume in something completely different. The thing is, like, I don't think that Hydaelyn had, like, feelings. Like, the primals are imbued by whatever they, like, get, like, created with. And then, like, the people who, like, wanted a weapon against Zodiark were just, like, completely afraid of everything. That would imbue to Hydaelyn logically as well. Like, her only sound idea or something is like, oh, hey, I have to get rid of this one thing that's just, like, ripping everything apart. No matter if that's true or not. I don't think that Hydaelyn, like, had, like, a conscience, which was like, oh, hey, I see this thing, this is bad. Because, like, if there are primals, they're just imbued by that emotion that they get, like, summoned with. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the live warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. At the death of a single sin-eater, it should make such a difference. As our numbers wanted, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries. And with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Runka, you have our deepest thanks. Oh, that's a cute thing. I like that. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Kiran Revel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not to be so But wait! What I just realized. Those murals. They're on this world, not on our world. Why would this world know about this? Was it also was the Emperor thingy stuffy where they come from also created from an ASEAN who had like the murals depicted in those walls? Was this world the first world? Not Source? Are they supposed to... I should stop thinking about this. Please, you need not to be so humble. Everything's connected. I'm pretty sure things are connected, but... Yeah, I know that the Source is the main world, isn't it? I'm just confused why the murals are in this world. That's why I was like, why is it not on the Source? Because like that's the world where they like rejoining. Like this is the center, this is the Source, and every world is like rejoining to the Source. I'm just confused that the murals are on the first, not on the Source. We would do our duty as detected by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sisters, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? You're allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secret of Runka must not fall into the wrong hands. Yeah, as I said, maybe it was just an ASEAN, like, the way, like, the Empire was built on the Source. It may have also been built here by an ASEAN. They both called Empire. Oh. Is Ronald still here? No, we escorted him back to the Silver Bridge shortly after he set out. If you would return to the Night's Blast, it will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Almight. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Runka. We will await your return then. Bye-bye. Speak of Runar. Where is Runar? Oh. Back here. Hi, Runar. Is it the Exarch?
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse.
You don't know how old he is.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky.
Are they afraid of the dark?
Children of the everlasting
Are
dark
they
have
afraid
also
of the
retreated
darkness?
back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you.
It's fine, don't worry.
Now I see that I was right.
Wait, what?
You are the bringers of shadow.
Oh.
The warriors of darkness. The saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
Can we switch to dawn? I don't want to be no light or dark. I want to be the thing in between.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong, but we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I don't think I have time for that. I gotta be places.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
Oh. He can come with us. He can be a permanent party member. I'm fine with that. Invite him.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
Aww. What is it, baby? You wanna come on my lap? Though it pains me to leave, but this time you can't just have one paw on my leg and then just... Yeah. I thought so. Do you wanna lay there? Look, I'm putting that down. There you go. Though it pains me to leave, but it's time I return with you and the others to the Crystarion. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I'll await you in my chambers. Oh, she's gonna tell me? About the time bomb thingy? Okay. Your chambers. Or that she suspects something? Wrong guy. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing our victory in Raktico Falls, I fear... Honey. I fear they proved true, so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fourth Gone, your ether has appeared painted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by the Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. At least she's telling me. I think Urianger should tell me as well, if we're being honest. I really think he should have. Even if it's just a suspicion. It's not like I would like stop doing it. Duh. You should know me better. Tell her that like I would stop doing those things. It's not like I sacrificed myself a bunch of time at this point. Like, you should tell me. Mr. Little secret holder. So. At least we have done another area to die. Why is it interrupted? We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitterberg remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the Night Sky return, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Are they certain this is best? I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Oh, don't cry! Now is not a time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Oh, Mephilia is way too happy about this. He's like, I don't want to be in this woods any longer. To the Crystarium. So, is she down here? Oh, she is. Where's Emmett? All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alfino and Olisei have yet to arrive. But where is the... Wait! Isn't this supposed to be, like, attacked? My friends, it's good to see you all again. Alfino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought words of the Warden hiding at... Not you, City. I assume... Make you hate City? Really? Sometimes. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the Warden hiding in Raktika. Oh, we got rid of it already, don't worry. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmor has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norward to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the great... Oh, Yulmor was the other guys. The bad guys. Speaking of Yulmor, what came of your meeting with Wafri? Yes, about that. It proved to be, Oh. Are you okay? Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. Oh, is he not allowed to leave the tower? No doubt you all are tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the Warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. Reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. Oh, it's at the end. So he has to stay near the crystal tower. I mean, his body is half made of crystal, it seems. Did he imbue the crystal with his power? Welcome back, Miss. Returned from a... Yeah. Let me talk to the Warrior of Darkness, it's fine. Come on, give me more lore. Hi.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
Thanks. I take it as a compliment. I must stay the course for the others. And what if it changes? What if it overwhelms me? That one. I am a bit concerned about this.
I'm damned if I know.
Wow.
It's not as if I can lift a finger to help myself, much less you.
You're helpful. Wow, You could just say, hey, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine.
Hope that they look out for you. What more can you do? Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will? Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians
I don't think he
stock in
lied.
trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare.
But it is all a matter of, as I said. That's why I think that neither Zodiac nor Hydaelyn are like good or evil. Depends on how you look
no
at it.
Saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm.
I like him.
I always took comfort in that.
Going to be okay, I'm gonna save your world. Meanwhile in Golem, we're back in our world. Forgot about the Black Rose, there were so many things. You guys are not suspicious at all.
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear?
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Well, that's not good, is it?
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host. So the question becomes who?
Oh, Elidibus was the guy who was in Zenith now, isn't it?
It may be that another player has joined the game.
Yeah, Bunny is on my
Something
chair.
to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
Is it a new Ascian we didn't meet yet? Yeah, they were absolutely not suspicious. Oh, is it the guy with the chocobo hoodie?
Bloodless games make for poor sport.
Like, was it at the end of Poststone Blood or at the start of this one? There was a guy who was murdering in that chocobo hoodie thingy stuffy. There was that scene.
Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body.
Emmett?
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Is this someone I know? Is it... I forgot his name again. The Aston I actually liked and La Brea? It's not La Brea. It would make no sense if it's La Brea, would it? The only one I know. I think. But we killed him. I think. Oh no. I wanted to stop. Stop giving me music. Xenos is dead. Xenos is just occupied by another Ascian. Xenos is dead. They just used his body. I wanted to stop. You can't just make me... You know what? We're gonna stop here anyways. It's fine. It's okay. We're gonna stop here.